Hey, this is Tennessee Tropics here, and I just wanted to give a little update. It's January 22nd, 2025, and if you are anywhere down on the Gulf Coast, if you are anywhere from Houston or roughly in that area in Texas, all the way through Panama City or so in Florida, anywhere in between, if you're in Louisiana, Mississippi, or Alabama, South Alabama there, in those areas, you have received some really unusual cold and some snow here lately. And I was going to give you a little advice for your palms, since some of your palms are in danger, especially things like your feather palms, your mule palms, queen palms, and any type of other maybe some more exotic type palms some of you may have tried to grow there. Those are in the most danger, and you might have some other palms, some recently planted sable palmetto, especially if you got temperatures that hit you under 10 degrees that may have some damage, or anything else there that you may have put out. If you have frond damage over the next couple of weeks, that means that very likely you may have some spear damage to your palm, and you may not be used to that there. And so I'm going to give you some advice in the next video that we're going to put out here to treat your palms with copper fungicide, especially in the spear area. If you have, if you're seeing frond damage to your palm after this cold, then that means something's wrong, and it's best to preemptively go ahead and treat those palms. So we'll take a look at that video, and you can see what you think about that. And I just don't want you to get a few months from now and be saying, why is my palm not growing, and it have a rotten spear down in there and you have a dead palm and you could have saved it. So anyway, here's what I advise to do in this next video. We'll see you later. Alright, today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to treat your palms in the spring if you've had spear pull, or if you want to preventively treat your palms for fungus. What happens with your palms is in wintertime, if you have, we'll go over here to one. If you have a lot of ice or freezing precipitation in the spear area here, water will collect and freeze, and when that freezing occurs, it can damage the growing point down in your palm, which will make a place that fungus can start to try to grow. And so if you're growing in a cold area like a zone 5, 6, 7, and you have this freezing precipitation, what'll happen is once that damaged tissue is there, your palm cannot fight off the fungus, and the fungus will start growing, and it grows especially in temperatures of over 50. But my recommendation is to spray your palms when temperatures first hit 60 degrees after a cold event. And that's because at 60 and higher, especially, fungus can really start to get out of control fast. And this fungus may be growing down in your spear, and you won't even see it until a couple weeks or a month later to your spear pulls. So what we're going to talk about here is the treatments for it. If you know that you have spear pull and your spear is already pulled on your palm, or you see rot, you can use the straight 3% hydrogen peroxide like you find just in any grocery store, in any Walgreens, Walmart, CVS. This stuff is just like $1 or $2 a bottle, and all you're going to do is take this and pour it undiluted right into that spear area that we just showed on the video. And sometimes you'll hear it fizz a little bit, and that means that it's making contact with some of that material that needs to be treated. And this is kind of like a instant kill to the fungus and that sort of thing. And you can use that every few days to every week on a rotted palm. You want to use it on days like today that we have here, where it's a dry day. It's going to be dry for a couple days. Temperature is warm. You don't want to use this on days where it's going to be freezing at night, where it's going to be wet right afterwards, and that sort of thing. The other treatment we have here is copper fungicide, and this I use as a preventative and as a treatment. And so for me here in Tennessee, what I'll do is I'll mix this up in the spring after we've had some cold and icy weather, and I'll take it and go ahead and spray it on all the palms. It's really gentle. Copper fungicide is made to go, if you can see there on it says ornamentals, vegetables, fruits, citrus, turf grass. It doesn't usually say on the label that it's for palms, but what you're going to want to do is mix up the medium to stronger dilution that it'll say on the label, and you're going to spray that on the palms, and we'll show you how to do that here in just a minute. I just use one of these little measuring cups to measure it. In this case, this particular one takes 10 to 20 milliliters per gallon, and you can use this in like your garden sprayer, or today, just so I can do a video, I'm going to show you in a little hand sprayer. And the fungicides, you're going to want to use the same thing when temperatures are 60 or more, and you've got these dry days. And especially like today, we're doing it in the morning and it's windy, and so this stuff can dry out on your plant. You don't want to ever get your plants wet at night, because that's when this fungus will tend to try to grow on them. So you don't want to exasperate the problem. So we're going to take our mixed copper fungicide, and we'll show you how to do it on one of the palms. You're just going to want to spray spear area, trunk, and if you have any type of frond problems, you want to spray them. A lot of times I spray the entire trunk area up through here. If you have any exposed roots, if you think it's been cold and frozen around the roots, you can even spray around the root zone. And it's not going to hurt to spray the entire trunk if it's a small one. If it's a larger palm, I would just spray the top couple feet of the trunk. You got to spray this all around the trunk, and especially down in the spear area like we talked about. And that's how you spray your copper fungicide on your palm.